All right, let's roll some gear. I have a lot of gear that needs rolling. And I have gone through and done a little bit of maintenance. I have done a terrible job of maintaining over the last few weeks as I've kind of been passively playing. I farm Disa every day. I don't check the gear. I just let it come in. I totally did not take my own advice for the last few weeks. And now you get to see what it looks like when you don't manage your gear as it comes in. It is awful. So we're gonna go in and roll some of that. One tip I wanna give you, if you're a newer player, this will save you going through what I just had to do. I'll show you in the bag. Don't bother locking red or below pieces of gear, okay? Don't bother locking anything red or below. Because I think as red gear comes in that's usable, you're just gonna use it. You know what I mean? You're gonna put it on the champs, so it's not gonna get fed anyway. And I just had to go through and unlock. I didn't realize I still had several dozen red pieces locked, like a lot of red pieces locked. And I thought, okay, well, it won't be so bad to come through and do this here because it's all kind of consolidated into one place and there's a lot of room to move around. But the problem is in the bag, if you do it, I'll just unlock a piece real quick. It takes you back up to the top. So it's not gonna happen in the bag. You're not gonna do it in the bag. So if you want to unlock all your pieces of gear, I did take a video of that and send it to them, by the way. Hopefully they'll adjust that so that it's easier to deal with in the future. But if you wanna do it, if you wanna unlock your gear, you're gonna have to do it from here. So I came into here and I just scrolled all the way down, and here it won't jump you back up to the top when you unlock pieces, but it's still kind of a pain in the ass. And any piece that fits the champ, any piece that has a thumbs up, you can't really see the lock behind it. So you still got to click them all and see if they're locked. You know what I mean? Like that one's locked, that one's not. I've got no real way of knowing that till I click it. So it was just a lot more trouble than necessary. And red gear will at some point become completely obsolete to you as you get up into the later stages of Disa, especially if you're saving your stamina when you get there. You're just going to have so much legendary gear that red gear is not even going to be used. Even if you have a set, we've well established now that one single piece of legendary gear is better than a set of red gear. You know what I mean? Like a vigorous set, I think is like 32. No, it's... I don't remember. Either way, a legendary piece ends up being better. I've done that in another video, but just take my word for it. So don't bother locking red gear. I think what I would recommend doing in the meantime until you start getting to the legendary gear is when you're when you're leveling up your gear and you have the settings, if we go into Forge real quick, just have it where you don't feed mythic gear. Just feed epic and below and then manually feed the mythic gear. But like I said, most red gear that comes in, you're just gonna be using if you go in and equip your gear as you get it. But it'll save you a little bit of a headache, all right? So that's my tip for like newer players coming up. Don't bother locking red gear. It's gonna be such a pain in the ass later on. All right, so I reckon I want to see what it's like to level up gear from the bag. I want to see what that looks like. Is it gonna jump me back up to the top every time? I want to find out a decent one. And even at this point, like this legendary gear that I've locked, I'm not even sure. I guess the only reason I would bother locking it was if I was going to smelt. And that way I wouldn't use pieces I wanted to use in smelt. I could just kind of autofill on smelt. So it's probably a good idea to lock your legendary gear. But that red gear, that literally took me like 25 minutes to do. Surely one of these. I guess the problem here is I can't filter or anything. Also, the pop-up is in the way. It's a little bit clunky. The more that I mess around with this, the more that I realize this is a little bit clunky. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Fine. All right, so let's level this piece up and see if it takes us, like, yeah. We got one crit rate roll there. And it does jump us back to the top. Yeah, the equipment tab in the bag is not optimized at all. We're gonna have to do it in here, I think. Which is kind of annoying, but fine. All right, so I guess we'll start with weapons, and I think what I might do is I'll go through everything I've rolled and see what I want to have locked and not locked. And then I'm probably only going to roll pieces that I think have some potential. And then we're going to try to get all this sorted. I don't know if I'm going to do all of this in one video because this is going to take a while, I think. I guess we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. So like double HP, I'm not interested. I'm not really interested in that anymore. I think some of this stuff is going to be locked from very early on when I first started getting legendary pieces of gear. So and I think my account is kind of at the point where I'm going to need pieces that have like specific rolls. I'm going to need radiant pieces that have at least 1 HP roll. Crit damage reduction, that's a pretty good piece. We can keep that around. I think that's pretty decent. It's not great, but it's decent. But like this one, not awful, but again, I've got a lot of pieces down there to roll as well. This one has a single roll, so we'll hang on to it for now. Again, single roll. But if I start getting a lot of single rolls, like that's triple crit damage reduction, that's pretty decent actually. For someone like specifically for arena, that's not bad. Double defense on a crit piece, meh. If vanguards were like, if it was more reasonable to build a vanguard for damage, this would be a decent piece. But right now, that's not really, the game doesn't really lend itself to that right now. For the most part. Maybe, I don't know how people are building Leo. I haven't really kept up with what's going on. I know Leo's in every, I know I'm seeing the same team in arena now. It's Masrani, Serena, Leo, Crete, and Bailey usually. Sometimes it's Taylor instead of Bailey, but there must be something going on with Leo that I'm not privy to just yet. So like a single crit rate roll on that with crit, it's not enough. I think I need a little bit more. Basically, if I'm running Sun Signet, I'm looking for crit rate, crit damage. That's really what I'm looking for. And I don't know that one crit rate roll is gonna be enough. Because I just feel like, I mean, I guess I'll have to wait and see. If I don't have any doubles, then I guess I'm gonna have to take what I can get. You know what I mean? This has attack on it. I guess if I'm gonna keep any of these, it's these last two for now. But again, we might come back and unlock these. Overload is kind of the same thing. I'm gonna want crit rate, crit damage on these pieces. And I'm gonna have to have at least touched the substat once, I think, to keep it. I was gonna say, damn, is that the same piece? So like there's one crit rate roll, but let's see if we've got, there's a crit rate roll, and there's a crit rate roll. So we'll keep them around for now again. But all right, gluttony. Gluttony, I feel like could go a lot of different ways. I don't know if that's one of them though. Wait. Yeah, I think this could use a little bit of an overhaul. It's a little bit clunky, you know what I mean? Hopefully they'll polish this up at some point. Here's attack and crit damage. Okay. Since that gear's a little bit more limited, same thing there. All right, we can let those ride. Like this, I just kept because, oh, it's not even locked, but it's here because I guess I just haven't done anything with it yet. This will be nice though. We'll get to go in and do some smelting. And hopefully it be swayed on smelting. I've done like 3 sessions of smelting since I started playing the game. I have not gotten a single piece from it that I was like, ooh. I've seen a lot of other people have a lot of luck with it. I have not had a lot of luck with it, so hopefully we can change that. Herald. Nah. All right, and now we're down to the unrolled. We're just on weapons. Yeah, this video would be like 2 hours, I think, so this might have to be a 2-parter. You'll have to let me know if you want another part of this. If you want me to do this for all my gear. moving forward, because we might just get weapons in this episode. This is going to be a long one. Here's attack, but like no. It could roll attack, I guess. Let's roll it twice and see what it does. I definitely only clicked that twice. Oh man, is it gonna jump me back up every time I roll a piece? Is it really gonna do that? Where'd that piece go that had attack on it? No, it had attack at the bottom, didn't it? Was it that one? I would have sworn attack percentage was the bottom substat on whatever piece that was. I guess it was this one. So 1. Oh, it just, okay. So we did get an attack roll. I guess we can see if we get another one. Attack and accuracy. Is it gonna jump me back up though? It didn't jump me back up, but it did just send the piece up here. So it's 1 attack percentage roll. I guess that's decent for now. We might have to do this by set. If it's gonna be clunky like this, we might have to just go down the list of sets, honestly, and do it like this. Because I'm not gonna do all that scrolling. This might be the way to go. All right, so Herald, we're probably generally looking for HP percentage. Probably something similar to what we're looking for on Vigorous pieces. So something like this could be good. And we did not get it, so we will keep going. Like defense and resist, I just don't think defense does much for us. Just not a lot of great pieces here, honestly. Got an HP roll there. Yeah, not a lot going on there. I guess we keep this one because it's got HP percentage for now, but now we'll get more. We'll get better pieces. I don't want to start settling, you know what I mean? If we'd rolled HP, maybe I'd lock it, but no, none of those are really that hot, to be honest. All right, there's a crit rate roll. There's a crit rate roll. I'm going to unlock this one. And we'll keep this one because it's a little bit of a higher percentage. We'll take every little... All right, I'm not keeping a bunch of them, though, just because they've rolled crit rate once, you know what I mean? Crit rate once, crit rate once, crit rate once. All right, see, these could roll a lot of crit damage, but... I mean, okay, let's see. I wish I could lock the piece from in here. I hate that when I close this window, I'm gonna have to go hunt this piece back down. You know what I mean? And it created a flat attack sub. So we're not interested. Not interested. Not interested. You could roll a lot of attack, but I don't think I care. See if we get crit rate here. No. Dude, I kind of feel like it's rearranging my pieces every time I do this, too. All right, here's what we're gonna try. And I know that some of these could get crit rate as the extra sub, but I would rather roll into pieces that already look like they have something going on. Like this one, there's some potential. So we got attack. We got double attack. I don't know if that's enough. And now we've got to go start at the bottom. I could filter and pick ones that have crit rate, but hopefully, I feel like Sun Signet's going to be one of the more crowded ones. I don't think they'll all be like this. I don't even think any of these are really worth rolling, which is kind of nice. It's like it sucks, but also I'm ready to get out of there. We've got a few like that. Overload's the same. A couple of them are bad, but most of them I don't think will be so bad. Light Gap. Initial Energy. I feel like Light Gap is one that also is pretty diverse. I feel like there's a lot of champs that could benefit from that. So let's just see what we get here. Crit rate with crit damage reduction. I don't know. Lots of accuracy. I mean, I guess we can see. Nah. This one's got some potential. We'll just max it. I feel like it's going to do something for us. Double accuracy and HP we can keep around. I reckon that's going to have a use. You can stay. That's not even worth rolling. And some potential here. Crit rate and double accuracy. Okay. All right. All right. That's fine. Hero. I think we've kind of been through. That one got an attack roll. Some crit rate, and attack. That one's got some potential, huh? We'll commit to it and see what it does. Yuck. 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 Can we get a crit rate roll here? Nope. Man, brutal. Brutal, dude. Crit rate there, but man, the other subs are not hot at all. Not interesting at all. And we got a flat def. Man, these pieces are rolling terribly. All right, we're good in there. Conduct and Lord sets. Interesting. Gluttony. Attack and crit damage, maybe. We'll lock that for now. Not so much, not so much. All right. See, this one was locked, but like why? You know what I mean? None of those look interesting to me. Yeah, none of those really look interesting to me. I'm not even gonna bother. Steady. I mean, Steady's not even really much of a set at this point anymore. Gonna have to be a real interesting looking piece. Steady's really just not much of a set. Like this one is okay. I guess it'll be nice to have a few pieces on hand. That's a pretty decent piece. Like I've got these locked. Crit rate and defense. Like what are you gonna do? Double crit rate? All right. Okay. Just in case, you know what I mean? Wait, were you already locked? Yeah. Crit rate, crit damage reduction, and crit rate. We'll roll this one. And then honestly, I might just might just drop the other ones because it's really not even, I don't really seek out a steady set anymore, you know what I mean? I don't even think I'm gonna bother looking at them. Isolated, what do you do again? Oh, just it's a possessed set. That's again something I'm not real sure. Might be worth playing around with. We'll see. See if any of them have any potential. Crit damage reduction. I mean, it's an arena set, so I guess crit damage reduction could be handy. I won't be using it on a damage dealer. Resist and HP. Triple crit. You're gonna be shitting me, dude. Maybe there's someone that'll benefit from critting that I will still want to be tanky. I guess we'll keep that around. I could see that existing. Triple resist. There we go. Triple resist. Why can't that happen on one of my crit pieces or something? Triple crit rate, you know what I mean? All right, so we're in pretty good shape now. We can see what this one does, and then we might kind of be squared away, honestly. Yeah, I feel like we might kind of be squared away. Unless there's a piece in here that just looks insane, but not really. Yeah, okay. I think we're pretty okay with that. Abundant, is that where we are now? Nothing special. Nothing special. Not a lot going on there. That's fine. We'll get more. Hawkeye. It's got accuracy. Might as well see. We got an accuracy roll. Well, we won't lock it just yet. We'll let it sit and see what it does. It is rearranging my pieces because those two locked pieces were up here. It's got to cut that shit out, man. That's obnoxious. It's got to stop that. I don't know why it's doing that. That's making gear management a little bit too much of a process. Another single accuracy roll. I don't even know why that's locked. Double accuracy, there we go. And a damage reduction. That's actually a pretty good piece. No. Was it already locked? Oh, it was already locked, okay. Yeah, this rearranging the pieces every time is wild, man. That's gotta go. All right, poop. Okay, so I think we're fine with the ones we have locked. We have one locked, but we'll lock one more of these. Accuracy was just crit rate, accuracy, flat defense. I guess this one. All right, vigorous. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. There's a single HP roll, single HP roll. Pretty much we're looking for HP rolls here. I'm not, like triple crit damage reduction, we can hang out. If we get good damage reduction rolls, they can hang out. Possibly if we get decent resist rolls, they can hang out. But like beyond that, it's pretty much gotta have HP. HP percentage has to be present if I'm gonna even roll it. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't have it on any of them, so we don't have to keep going through it. And then here, what do we got going on? There's some crit rate and attack. No. One crit rate, I don't think it's gonna cut it. Surely we're gonna have more options than that, you know what I mean? All right, we might have to change the champ we're on to do overload because the thumbs up on all of them is in the way of seeing which ones are locked, you know what I mean? All right, so it could triple crit damage, but I would like it to have some better substats around that if I'm gonna bother, you know what I mean? We don't have a lot of synergy in our subs. Lots of EX stats, man. What's going on? All this doo-doo. These doo-doo pieces, bruh. Attack and crit damage, perhaps. Man, lots of doo-doo in there. I think this one had some potential. Double attack with a crit damage. I guess since we don't have many locked right now. And then I'm kind of wondering if I should keep one of these with a crit rate for now. No, I don't think so, because everyone that's using it already has it equipped. It's not like there's a bunch of new champs I'm going to get that I'm going to throw this gear on, you know what I mean? So that's it for overload. All right, so we can clean out our weapons now. And then, yeah, I think this is probably going to have to be a multi-part series if you guys want to see this process with all my gear. You have to let me know in the comments, though, because I'm not going to plan on doing it unless enough of you seem interested in it. What we can go ahead and do is smelt, and we'll just do weapons because we know our weapons are in the clear. So what set do we want to... I feel like I'm lacking a bit in like crit rate, crit damage. I feel like I would like some better pieces there. Why don't we see if we can't get any good overload pieces? Why don't we do that? And we can comfortably auto-select, as long as it's all just weapons, we can comfortably auto-select weapons now. Because we've gone through them all, so let's just do it. See if we can get anything good here. Oh, that's right. It doesn't give you the same piece you smelted. I forgot about that. I guess still, we'll just stick with overload for now. Really ought to give me a lock option in here, too. Yeah, the more I'm playing around with this, the more I'm realizing the whole gear system is just a little bit clunkier than it needs to be. No reason for it to be clunky. So far, the good thing is none of these pieces are worth locking, so. Yeah, I'm glad some of y'all are having luck. There's potential on that one, attack and crit rate. We'll have to go make, we'll get to that one as we get through it. As we go through all our pieces of gear. Nothing super special so far. Some crit rate, all right. But again, the other stats are just like not synergizing at all. Rip. That would have been good if it wasn't flat attack. Jerk. Almost. Almost a good piece. Nope. Crit rate and attack? It's not bad. The cool thing, I believe, we will find out shortly. I think it gives me back all the gear level up resources if I smelt gear that has levels in it. Yeah, man, that's so good. Some stuff they just did so well. They were generous in ways I'm not even like, I never even thought to expect. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a given. If you put resources into something in these games, those resources are gone. Historically, anyway. All right, I think we got one piece worth looking at. Not a real hot run, honestly. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, half hour for just the weapons. I did a little bit of stuff at the beginning too. The next episode, we'll just jump straight in and possibly get through 2 pieces of gear, like 2 categories of gear. But again, you guys have to let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this, if this is helpful for you, or if you just enjoy it. Either way, let me know if you want to see more of this, and I'll hold off for a few days, and then maybe we'll get back to it if you guys are interested. So that's it. I'm getting out of here. Appreciate y'all. Later.